Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching Jackass Forever, starring Steve-O, Wee Man, Johnny Knoxville, and several celebrity guest stars, such as Tori Belleci, formerly of Mythbusters, and Eric Andre. Now, when it comes to the classic MTV shows, there are a few that are more iconic and few that are more risky to make than the Jackass films, made by Johnny Knoxville and his crew of professionals. They happen to be films that are full of ridiculous stunts, vulgar humor, and some of the most creative pranks that you can possibly imagine. And despite most of the cast members being in their 50s at this point, Jackass continues this tradition by making a film full of vignette after vignette of people getting hit in the nuts, stunts that could easily end in someone's death, and even some major injuries that make me question these guys' sanity levels. But that's part of what makes the film so fun. I usually do a plot synopsis for these reviews, but there's not much of a plot to speak of when it comes to Jackass. But that's pretty much how the show went, too. It pretty much throws you right into... After a pretty fun Godzilla parody, where the Godzilla in question happens to be someone's member, we basically just go right into what makes Jackass so much fun, with various wild stunts that could only be made up by the most creatively vulgar minds, most of which involve pain to most of the male members' genitalia, and some involving animals causing their own mayhem, from Botox from a scorpion, to kissing a snake, to covering someone with honey and salmon while they're near a bear. These kinds of stunts could really only be done by the Jackass crew. And if you were wondering how this movie's content would go through, considering Johnny Knoxville's appearance in the recent Royal Rumble, I can tell you basically that the trailers only scratch the surface when it comes to this film's comedy. If you don't like a lot of the Jackass humor, the penis jokes, getting hit in the nuts, and constantly going for physical comedy above all else, then the film won't do much for you. But if you're a fan of the previous Jackass films, you'll see that a lot of the charm of the film comes through not just because of the crazy stunts and the amount of the times these guys get hit in the nuts, but also because there's a lot of genuine camaraderie between these friends. These are people who have basically done this sort of thing for years, and who can't find that much of a joy in life other than hurting each other for our own amusement. Even if these films are very divisive with critics, this one managed to get higher reviews than most because people just need a really big laugh right now. And even if it's from humor that could be seen as crass, it's creatively crass. And the fact that these people are still putting their bodies on the line even in their 50s to do these crazy stunts just to get a chuckle or an uproarious roar of laughter from the crowd, it's really quite admirable in a way. Despite every single prank, you can see that these guys are real friends. And even the celebrity guest stars can see that too, where Tori Belleci, Eric Andre, a famous softball player, a famous hockey player, and even a famous UFC fighter, they all feel like they know exactly what they signed up for. Even during the pandemic, these guys still decided to do this, mainly to entertain the crowd and to make people happy. And even though I was concerned for their health at various points, I've got to appreciate what these guys do and how well they do it. That's why I'm going to give Jackass Forever an 8 out of 10. Johnny Knoxville, I was welcomed to Jackass, and I loved every second of it. See you next time.